Myself, Ramachenna Reddy, and I am not known to the public till now. And up to 1976, I was an ordinary man like others. And I was doing job in one private organization in the marketing line. In that particular line of job, I was posted to Ananthapuram district, where I could have contact with my guru, Sri Ramadasappa Garu, who has initiated me into the line of spirituality. From that day onwards, I was having a great ambition to attain wisdom, to attain liberation, to end the endless suffering. He has given me one great book, that is Bhagavad Gita, Gita Makarandam. I completed that book within 3 days. After completion of that book, I could realize that there is a great divine knowledge is there in India. And anybody who goes through that book can definitely enter into this field of spirituality. Okay. After completion of that book, now I have decided to attain this liberation by doing meditation. Then I concluded what is meant by meditation. After going through that book, the meditation is nothing but stopping of all the thoughts, stopping of all the waves of thoughts, the waves of ambitions, the waves of desires, the waves of plans for tomorrow. All these waves during the consciousness, all these waves in the consciousness will not reflect the reality. Unless these are eliminated in the meditation, you cannot have a contact with the ground consciousness. The ground consciousness, generally, you should understand that is your own reality, that is yourself. But that great existence is yourself, but that you are not aware, because the root is forgotten, because of this mental attitude, because of this so many waves in your consciousness recorded. And these recorded waves are different ideas. They will be coming when you sit for meditation, one after the other, one after the other. You will be releasing like a tape or dab. So if you will not keep quiet, then what to do? Now I will come the correct point of meditation. Now you take a posture which is convenient for you. The posture which is convenient for you. There are many postures are there, but in general there are 3 postures generally people are using. The one is Padmasana, the other one is Siddhasana, the other one people who have got great work, heavy work during the daytime, they can do in the night, lying on the bed, taking the Savasana. Savasana is the best asana among the 8 best asanas. This Savasana I utilize like anything during nights. Why? Because I used this Savasana means I was having a motorcycle and I was touring the extension line every day for going 100 or 70 kilometers and getting back 70 kilometers. Minimum journey for 100 to 140 kilometers per day, having a lot of strain, and again in the evening coming, sitting in the Padmasana or Siddhasana posture, body will not be in a position to do meditation in that posture. Therefore, after the lunch, after the dinner in the night, from 9:30 to 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., I was doing meditation, lying on the bed. The backside is on the bed, lying on the bed, keeping my 2 hands on the chest or on the sides, or one leg holding and keeping the other leg on it. This position you can change depending upon your convenience. Okay. Then now coming to the mind states. What exactly the meditation means? Chitta vritti nirodhame, dhyanamu. That means you should arrest all the thoughts, all the ambitions. So that is the place. When once you enter into silent state, when the thoughts are not there, then you will have a contact with your original state. Okay. This is a very simple thing. The mind when keeps quiet for some time, dead silence, you will be in touch with it. But your mind won't keep quiet. This is a very simple thing. Then what is happening to it? It will be jumping from one point to another point, from one imagination to another imagination, from one plan to another plan. So this is going on haunting, where you will get a lot of tiresome. And at one stage, the mind itself knows why I am wandering like this, why I am not keeping quiet. So it by itself understands and arrive at a point by itself, the silent state, that is still state. That still state is the place where you are going to have a contact with the original nature. Alright. The mind also, I tell you, is like a horse. The horse in general, it won't allow you to sit on it and to enjoy, to make you to enjoy the gallops of the horse. It won't allow you. It will hit it with the body. It will jump. It won't allow. It uses so many tricks on you. Finally, the hunter of the wisdom, the hunter of the rider will not leave it. And he will understand the gimmicks, the tricks of the movements of the horse. And then finally he will sit on it and ride and enjoy the beautiful gallops of the horse. In the same manner, the mind also going on changing from one point to another point. At one point, it will stop. And the still nature of the mind will be easy when you do meditation every day. 1 hour or 2 hours or sometimes whenever there are holidays, you can do more, 3 hours, 5 hours, or in the night time up to 7 hours at a stretch I was doing, and that was not a problem for me in the next day for making a 2. That was not at all a problem. The daytime for job and the night time for meditation. This is how my new life entered in me. Then, when you start understanding the movement, like the horse rider, when you start understanding the mind by itself, you totally you convince it with the idea of the temporary things and birth and death, which are temporary, which are not permanent, so that it understands that what for I am working, what for my mind is running, is nothing but for totally impermanent things which are leading me to enter into suffering. Like that, if you have the great knowledge from books or from the Guru, and that will go inside into your mind, and the mind just naturally gets the idea that is totally demonstrated by the sages, that is totally demonstrated by the messengers of God, that is all true. Then the same thing it concludes and it understands and rests at one point. Then when it stands at one point, then you will be in touch with it, and then the mind is not there. Then your pure consciousness is there. Then again it will jump for worldly activities. Now this is the first stage. The mind is introducing the original nature of your existence. Here the mind is introducing you, and then there is another stage is there. This inaction mind, from jumping mind, now it is in full action. That full action mind, it enters into inaction mind. Now in the inaction stage, you are understanding your original nature. But again it is coming back. So this inaction mind should take to no mind state. That is Turiya. Turiya is nothing but is the emptiness. That is a emptiness. In it there is no content in it. And you are simply just looking, but you are not seeing. Your senses are not having contact with the objects. So what is there in that state? It is neither consciousness nor unconsciousness. Then it is beyond both. That is exactly the God's consciousness. This is the fourth state. The consciousness has got 5 states. I tell you, the consciousness has got 5 states. The 3 states, that is wakeful state, dream state, deep sleep state. These 3 are very, very, very common for all the people, for all walks of life, for all types of religious people. But there is, after crossing these 3 states, there is Turiya. That is what I explained earlier. So it is neither consciousness nor unconsciousness. It is beyond both.